Ahoy and welcome aboard the Unsinkable 2, the fastest vessel in Hitler.
We're being attacked!
Right! You man the battle stations and I will grab the loot and put it into a sloop just as a safety measure. Yeah.
Place the game board at the center of the table. The last one of you who went swimming becomes the first mate with a duties checklist and who will also be handling the sinking procedure. Shuffle your treasure tokens and place 2 in each part of the hull. The unused treasure goes back into the box. Find a sheet with a matching player number and place it beneath the player board so that level 1 is revealed. Grab an enemy, read the prologue, and prepare setup. In this case, he will be adding the war drum and the hurdy-durdy and some dice. When that's completed, turn the enemy card around and place his HP tracker in the first slot. When you damage an enemy, it might grow stronger by adding new dice to its damage pool. Shuffle all the treasures and deal 2 face up in the treasure column. Take the clear water deck and remove cards depending on the amount of players. Next, shuffle these cards with the treasure pile. Once completed, place all the cards on the board and deal 1 card face down in the water column. Take all the breach cards and remove any card with an amount which is higher than your current player amount. Then, deal 1 minor breach face up into the breach column. The remaining breaches form a breach deck. Place the 3 permanent breach tokens next to the deck. Place a single shot cannon in the corresponding column and add the required die. Finally, add a busted single shot and a busted double shot in the breach column. Every player receives a player aid with all possible actions. They receive their own personal dial, a player aid, a personal item, and 3 clear water cards. The first mate will guide the players through the steps each round. For each water icon in the breaches section, we will be adding cards to our water section. In step 2, we will be checking the amount of water in our water column. If it exceeds the threshold, we will be flipping the card to the sinking procedure. Otherwise, we continue to the threat phase. During the threat phase, we will be adding water and treasure cards to the corresponding columns. In this case, we will be adding 2 water cards face down and 2 treasure cards face up. If one of the treasure cards is a clear water card, you add this to the water column instead. Take all the enemy dice and give them a roll. You can either lose a cannon, draw a breach card, or draw a water card. Each enemy will also have some special effects. To know what these does, refer to the enemy card. After some serious discussion, each player places his dial in the section which he declares he will be taking actions in. But mind you, they can be lying. Going from left to right, resolve each column. Teal said he was going to bucket some water and he didn't lie. Red, being the scallywag that he is, lied and is actually going for the treasure. He moves to the top of the column. And with the breaches, there's Purple, who is also going for the treasure instead of mending some cannons. Once all dials have been revealed, complete the column actions going from left to right. Teal is the only player bucketing water, so he can take any 2 water cards, look at them, and add them to his hand. By doing this, he also discards cards from his hand, in this case, some clear water. Both Red and Purple went for treasure. They each take 1 card, one at a time, until they are distributed evenly. Odd cards remain in the treasure pile. Patching breaches allows you to remove a breach card, or repairing a busted cannon, making it available for a broadside barrage. When firing the cannons, take all the available dice, roll them, and deal damage for each revealed skull. The revealed treasure tokens could make life a bit easier for our crew. Next, take all the water cards and discarded treasure cards, shuffle them with the deck, and create a new water deck. If there were any breaches in the breach column, remove them, shuffle them into the deck, and place 1 permanent breach token in the column.
A game of We're Sinking can end in 2 ways. The first one being you take the last hit point of the big baddie of the fight. In that case, each player takes his cards and reveals them. The one with the highest treasure value is the bestest pirate and is declared the winner. The second option is whenever your vessel sinks down to the abyss. Then you take your hands and look whoever has the fewest cards on hand. That player is the swiftest swimmer and survives this ordeal. The other ones sink and are claimed by Davy Jones.